Good morning to all. Today we will discuss about SSA, which is Sarva Shiksha Abhijan. So let us discuss. Sarva Shiksha Abhijan is Government of India's flagship program for achievement of universalization of elementary education. This program is also an attempt to provide an opportunity for human capabilities to all children to improve the quality education, and SSA is being implemented in partnership with the state government and the entire country and address the needs of 10192 million children in 1.1 habitations also. Then we discuss about the main features of SSA. Then the features of SSA. The first one is the program with clear time frame for universal elementary education. Then a response to the demand for quality basic education all over the country. Then the next one is an opportunity for promoting social justice. Next one is an expression of political will for universalization of elementary education across all over the country. The next one is a partnership between the central, state and local government also. It is the main features of SSA. The next one is an opportunity for state to develop their own vision of elementary education, and the effort and involving the Panchayati Raj institution, school management committee, parent teacher association, mother teacher association, then any other like this institution. Then the SSA has several aims to opportunity to provide opportunity to all the children. Then we discuss the aims of SSA. The aims of SSA to provide useful and education for all children in the age group of 6 to 14, and all children complete the 5-year primary education by 2007, and the complete the elementary education by 2010, and to bridge all gender and social category gaps at primary stage by 2007 and at elementary stage by 2010. Then the universal retention by 2010. Then we come to know the broad strategies central to SSA program. Then we come to know the broad strategies of SSA program. There are some strategies which are very much vital to the SSA. These are the first one is institutional reforms. Institutional reforms. Institutional reforms. The institutional reforms means the central and the state government will undertake reforms in order to improve the efficiency of the delivery system of education. The state will have to make an objective assessment of their prevalent education system, including review of State Education Act, teacher deployment and recruitment, monitoring, evaluation, etc. Then the next point is sustainable financing. Then the next point is sustainable financing. The sustainable financing calls for a long-term perspective on financial partnership between the state government and the central government. Then we come to know the third point, institutional capacity building. Then the third point is institutional capacity building. Institutional capacity building. The institutional capacity building means SSA consists of major capacity building role for national, state, district level institutions like NIPA, NCRT, NCTE, SCRT and DIET. Then we come to the fourth point, improvement in quality. Improvement in quality. Then improvement in quality get much more emphasis in this program. Improvement in quality requires a sustainable support system to resource persons and the resource teacher and the institutions also. Then the next point is improving mainstreaming of educational administration. Improving mainstreaming of educational administration. Improving mainstreaming of educational administration, it calls for improvement of mainstreaming educational administration by institutional development and by cost effective and the cost efficient methods also. The next one is community based monitoring with full transparency. Community based monitoring with full transparency. Community based monitoring with full transparency. Every school will be encouraged to share all information with the community, including their grants received also. Then the next point, we come to know the accountability of community. The accountability of community. SSA envisaged cooperation between the teachers, parents, psychological institutions, Panchayati Raj institutions and a transparency to the community also. Then the next point is the priority to education of girls. Next point is the priority to education of the priority to education of girls. Then the SSA, the principal concerns of SSA is to priority for the education of the girls and the especially those who belongs to the SC community, ST community and the minorities and backward also. Then the next point is focus on special groups. Focus on special groups. There will be a focus on the inclusion on participation of children from SC, ST, minority group, urban deprived and then disadvantaged group and with the special needed children also. Then the next point is the role of teachers. Role of The role of teachers is the very important point in this program. The SSA recognize the critical and central role of the teachers and advocates focus on their developmental needs, setting up to the BRC Block Resource Center, CRC Cluster Resource Center and recruitment of qualified teachers, etc. Then the next point is District Elementary Education Plans. Next point is District Elementary Education Plans. District Elementary Education Plans. As per the SSA framework, each district will be prepare a district elementary education plans and being made with a holistic and convergent approach also. Then we come to know Then let us conclude this. The objectives of SSA are expressed nationally through it is expected that various districts and states are likely to achieve universalization in their own respective and in their own time frame also. Next, the 2010 is the outer limit for such achievement. It emphasis on the mainstreaming of the out-of-school children through diverse strategies as far as possible, providing a year of schooling for all children in 6 to 14 age groups. Thank you.